So I just got my day started. Well, not really started yet. I have to go in the garage and find my bag of equipment because my car's still at Chevy, which has the equipment that I normally use. I've been removing all this popcorn ceiling, and it's flipping on everything right now. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to turn on my real flashlight for this. Alright, so now I'm about to leave. See, what's up with all these owls? Remember the little porcelain owl? Ooh, it's cool out here. I'm gonna like it this morning. Alright, so now I'm off for my first client down in Tierra Verde, Florida, which is like St. Pete Beach. That's that electric car. Wow. Let's see if they got that coffee ready. I don't know why I'm always worried about them not having coffee ready. I think, oh, no. I don't see plots on the first side. Got a poet. Alright, this is how I do it. Oh, way too much ice. I put the ice in first so that I can have drinkable coffee right away. Alright, so I'm heading to my third client for the morning. Beautiful Monday morning. I hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. You're recharged, ready to conquer your day, and make magic happen, no matter what your vocation is. Just know you have influence on people with your smile. So smile it away. Make people feel good about themselves. Peace. Alright, so I'm heading home to go get something to eat and get my my laptop. But I just left my client who was in the Bahamas and ate some fish that was I guess it had some poison or something like that, some rare poison that makes everyone gets like different neurological issues, but neuromuscular issues, but his joints hurt really bad and he can't work out the way that we would normally work out, so we basically just stretched. I foam rolled and stretched him, and he's walking around in complete awe of how much better he feels than when he woke up. So, a client of mine I just got off the phone with, and he was being a Debbie Downer about something, and I jokingly said, "Why are you so pessimistic? You have such a glass is half empty mindset right now." And he says, "No, I'm an engineer, and so I don't look at things like that. You say glass is half full, glass is half empty. And I say the glass is twice as big as it needs to be." Oh my god, I was laughing so hard when he told me that. I'm like, you jackwagon, you're such a jerk. Glass is twice as half big as it needs to be. That's funny. What's up, everybody? So it is now 12:32 p.m. Heading to my second to last client of the day. I'm going to work on some program design because I have a bunch of clients that I train online, And so this, I have about 50 minutes to work on some programs. So I'll be able to work on those and be able to allocate the rest of the afternoon to the clients that I'm going to be training. So it's going to help out a lot. And yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As you can see, the weather is absolutely spectacular. Alright, so I just got to Feet First. It's a running store over at in St. Pete. I'm going to get a new pair of running shoes because the ones that I have, you can definitely tell I put too much mileage on it. So, got to get my footwear. Alright, so I'm just now leaving the schoolyard. I worked on a couple of athletes and shin splints, issues with the shoulder, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? The issue always boils down to not warming up correctly and not stretching. These kids put their bodies through hell. Basically, we all do, but these kids put their bodies through hell expecting that they're not going to get overuse injuries like tendonitis, shin splints, plantar fasciitis. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was never told to warm up. Oh my God. Alright, so today I'm starting over essentially in my fitness journey. So you're going to walk with me through this, and hopefully you're going to be able to learn something that you can do for yourself. So what I have written here is things I need to assess. I need to assess my body fat percentage, my weight, my resting heart rate, my blood pressure, which would be affected by doing the other things, my circumference measurements, my cardiovascular strength, and my strength. So I'm going to start with what I have at my disposal right now, which is my blood pressure and my resting heart rate. Alright, so it's about to tell me. Huh, that's interesting. My resting heart rate was 59, now it's at 71. It's because I was talking, and my blood pressure 126 over 78. So and this is oh my gosh, what's today's date? 5/9/16. So that's my starting date. So I have my blood pressure, resting heart rate done. Okay, so one of the things that you want to understand about the blood pressure is that the bigger number, which is the systolic, is the blood pumping out to the rest of the body. The diastolic, which is the smaller, it all depends on how bad of condition you are, but the diastolic is the returning blood. That's the deoxygenated blood back to the heart. So the number 126 is the pressure that's pushing the blood out to my body, and 78 is the pressure that's returning the blood back to the heart. And so when you're using something like this, you usually would want to get an average of 3 readings, and then most of the time it would average the 3 out, and so don't always, if you're using it with your clients, if you're a personal trainer, and with yourself, don't always use the first measurement as the rule. Then the beats per minute is, of course, how many beats per minute your heart rate is working at rest, and usually the best measuring measurement is first thing in the morning when you wake up, when you haven't moved at all. So I was going to be finishing the rest of this, but I have to go to Publix to get cheese because Miss Chew is making spaghetti. So, while I'm over at Publix, I can show you how to assess your body fat and your weight and your blood pressure. How resourceful. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. So I'm getting my blood pressure checked right now. I thought this place didn't have one, but I'm going to show you why I dislike my clients using multiple scales to measure their progress. I'm going to show you that in a second. You see that number? 210, 5'9", my body mass index is 31.01, okay? Boom. Alright, so let's go on to the next one. Watch this. 201 and a half. Lord have mercy. This can't be happening. That's a ridiculous difference. Come on. I'm not a mathematician, but I know that was wrong. Do you know how freaking amazing that was for me to actually experience that myself? When clients tell me all the time the scale that they have at their house tells them one thing, and the scale that they have at their office tells them another, and then a scale at their freaking doctor's office tells them another. It's like, come on. See, that's the thing. You've got to pick a scale that you have always at your disposal and stick to that one scale, not all these other scales, because you're going to just, it's going to be a mind screw. I promise. For real. Also, another thing to consider when it comes to measuring your weight on a scale is that you fluctuate. Sometimes it's an ounce. Sometimes it could be like 4 or 5 pounds, depending on how much fluid and food that you're eating and when you measure yourself. So you want to measure yourself first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Always weigh yourself at the exact same time every time that you weigh yourself. And I recommend weighing yourself when you're naked, in the bucket nude, for real. Because you don't have the excess weight of your clothes. It might be negligible, the amount, but it's still weight that's added. And your brain starts playing tricks. Listen, you just gained 6 pounds, but it's my boots and my skinny jeans. And so when it comes to measuring your progress, do not solely go on weight. You're going to set yourself up for failure because you're going to constantly be fluctuating. And we're not rational creatures as human beings. We're going to figure out a way to tell ourselves that we have failed, that it's not even use doing whatever it is that we've been doing any longer because it's not making a difference. So stick to one scale, factor the same time or put in the same time a day every time that you measure yourself, and do it in the bucket nude. For real. Alright, so just to let you know, I fell asleep after eating dinner, and I am going to conclude the assessment part tomorrow after my last client. So I'll be able to be more congruent, I guess. Anyway, so I have to do the body fat percentage, the circumference measurements, and the cardio, and then the goals also. So I will talk to y'all soon, and I hope y'all having a fabulous evening. Peace.